Hi, my name's Bill Smith and I'm about to share with you the secrets that most business owners will never know about how to maximise the financial returns from their business, and then exactly how to transition out of their business into the next phase of life and lead a life that's even more prosperous without having to run your business. Quite a few years ago now, my parents sold out of a successful business and I watched as the lump sum they'd acquired got eroded fairly quickly, and they ended up not leading the prosperous kind of life they'd expected. And at the end they were actually living in rental accommodation, which was tough for them and difficult for me to watch. Then several years ago I personally sold out of a successful business for what I thought was a lot of money, only to find a few years later that most of that money had gone and that I had to go back to working in a way that I'd never had expected again. So over the last 8 years I've been to almost every course imaginable, read almost every book that you could read about how to make businesses successful and then how to transition out of those businesses into the next phase of life. And you know what? Most of what I've read and most of what I learned taught me that nothing most people were doing was actually working that well. So more recently I've studied business owners who have managed to get themselves on the rich list and found out exactly how they managed to transition from one business to another and be even more prosperous whilst doing much less work. So after I learned these things, I taught myself how to firstly grow a business and then how to transition out of that business into another enterprise or into another phase without falling into the pitfalls that most business owners fall into. So these days I've put together a system that ensures business owners can A, grow their business, and then B, transition out of that business, and C, live a life that's even more prosperous than the life they led. I'm also going to teach you how to eliminate the fear of, well, what are you going to do next? Because you may have been locked into a business for a long time, but I promise you there are lots and lots of ways that you can lead an even more prosperous life without having to slog your guts out the way you may have been doing for years and years up until now. I'm going to show you how to use the sales process to get potential buyers bidding against one another so that you can leverage up the sales price higher than you ever thought possible. I'll show you how to know within 60 seconds exactly whether a prospect's really interested in buying your business and whether they're a serious contender or just another tire kicker. I've learned how to drive up profits and drive up business value and how to make your business appealing to a whole heap of people that probably you haven't even dreamt could be interested in acquiring a business at a price way above what you would normally get out on the open market. So just enter your first name and email in the box below and I'll show you how to transition out of your business into the next exciting phase of life. I'm also going to send you a free report that tells you the 12 most dangerous mistakes that you could make when you're thinking about transitioning out of your business. In there you'll learn about some of the disastrous mistakes some other business owners have made and exactly how, using our system, you'll be able to avoid them. Enter your first name and email below and take the first step in learning how to transition out of your business whilst maximising its profit and overall value.